Okay, my friends, it's August 7th, 2024, and today we are eating mangoes together. Well, together meaning you're watching me eat mangoes, and I get to eat them. But you could eat them serendipitously through me. And we're not going to eat them off this tree, but we will. We will. We'll have a taste test. This is my Manila mango here in Winters, California, completely unprotected its entire life, other than benefiting by a favorable microclimate on the south side of the house. But look how big it is. It's getting huge, and it's beautiful. I'm hoping it's going to be a big shade tree, which is turning out to be. It's way out here. Look, getting above you here. Cut back on all that super harsh sunshine. We get a lot of it here. We had a pretty good fruiting year, but what I'm noticing is that the fruit's either dropping a little by little or something's getting it. And this happened a couple years ago. So the ones that do drop, I've picked them up and waited like a week for them to ripen. And they're absolutely delicious. They're not big by any stretch of the imagination. I just found one in here, right here. Okay, here's one. Ooh, looks like, yeah, something ate it. Something's getting them. But I'm still going to collect this. I'm going to eat this. It's going to ripen up. But this one here is a different kind of mango. It's a seedling grown mango from my buddy Ray. And you'll see this video right after you see Ray's video the day before. And it was a seedling. He just planted a seed and grew it up. It's a really good mango. His is really dense. It's a really different looking kind of tree. Maybe because of the way it's grown, or just who knows why. Maybe it's genetics, but it's certainly a different fruit. And here are mine. They're not getting that big, but they're just absolutely delicious. So anyway, this one is ripe right now. Let's take a bite of it right here. Why not? And he said that these are, they're not ready yet, but I found this one on the ground. So I thought, well, let's do the same thing that I do, the ones that I find on the ground at my house. Eat them. Can't let a single California-grown mango, Northern California-grown mango, go to waste. So here it is. It's already tasting pretty good. I can tell it's not super sweet, but it's really good. Full-size seed. That seed will germinate. I'll sprout that. Oh. It's really good, but bland. So, I'll certainly be eating the whole thing. Did I just hear a rat? Is that what's going on? A rat getting on my mangoes? But yeah, so I am continuing. I like this whole thing off camera. You don't want to watch the whole thing. It's really good. It's just a little bland because it's not really sweet. Look over here. I am going to conduct a major mango experiment here. We know we can get a mango to grow over there in that favorable microclimate. Question is, can we get a whole grove of mangoes to grow over here? As you can see, planted all my citrus trees. This used to be old pistachio trees that weren't in production anymore. So I took them all out, sold the wood to a wood manufacturer guy, believe it or not. And then I left, this is a really good microclimate because as you can see, it's sloped. We're way above the bottom of the Central Valley in zone 9 for sunset zone zoning, which is a little bit more localized than just the general USDA zoning. But basically what that means is the whole Central Valley is a big giant bowl, and then there's little slopes above it. Cold air is heavy. Cold air comes off those slopes and then rolls down to the very bottom where the rivers are. And the whole center of the Central Valley where the rivers are is super cold because all the cold air ends up there, because it rolls off these slopes. So not only am I on that type of slope, you can see these orchards off in the distance. There's citrus right there. And down yonder are walnuts, followed by almonds. A lot of prunes growing down there. That's the bottom of the valley. It gets quite cold down there because that drains out from the Lake Berryessa Canyon. So all that cold air back there ends up down there in a big flat sheet of cold air. But it bypasses here. So So I have this favorable microclimate to begin with, and then I have this big hill, and this hill ends right up there, my neighbor's property, and then it goes down the other way. That means that cold air from way up there is not coming this way. It's going around this property. And this is the best, most favorable spot of the orchard area. So I'm going to plant a whole bunch of mangoes through here, and like a whole bunch of them. I've been sprouting all kinds of different seedlings to get a lot of genetic diversity up here, and we're going to let the best man win, so to speak. And then, yeah, we'll certainly learn something. And I'm tempted to put some little hoop tubes up to get them started, but I'm also tempted to just start them, you know, cold turkey and just let them fight it out, see who's the best man, see if they can survive without any protection at all, which would be interesting. Now in Malaga, Spain, it's very far north in Malaga, Spain, they're growing them, and I've seen photos, actually, like each one is sort of, has a little cage around it and frost protection cloth during the winter when they're little. And so I probably should do that, I think, to make them. But I could do it to the whole row, you know, just make hoops, plant them all in a row. Then once they get a little bigger, then pull the hoops off. Just put plastic on them, or even just frost protection cloth. Anyway, that's the deal. And yeah, you know, it's always fun to learn something new. And I'm sort of obsessed about these mangoes, so as you might have surmised already. But yeah, there we go. There's our pioneer mango. Quite a bit of fruit hanging on the tree. Happy, beautiful tree. And we'll just keep the experiment rolling. Hope you have a great day. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. See ya.